Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, Suyesh, introduce
Yes, sir.
yourself. Okay, Suyesh, introduce yourself.
So good morning, sir. My name is Suyesh. I am from Computer Science and Engineering branch, fourth semester, 2019 and 23 batch, and my registration number is 19105109014.
Okay, Suyesh. Then let's start today's Viva.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
tell me, what is virtual machine, Suyesh?
So virtual machine is a another operating system working over the top of a main operating system, sharing its resources, and the working of this operating system does not hinders the working of the main operating system over it. It
Okay.
gives us the advantage of having features of different operating system on a same machine
Yes.
without
And
hindering each other's resources
okay, I
and
got
memory.
you. What are the various tools by which we can have a operating system over another operating system? Can you name it? Some of the tools.
Yes, sir. We can use VMware softwares like Oracle. Oracle has one software called VMworks and something like that. And also we can uh, boot with multiple operating systems, and our PC will ask that if which operating system we want to access during the boot. That is also one way of
Okay.
using two operating systems at once in a single machine.
Okay. Tell me, can you name some of the content of PCB?
Okay, the process control blocks consist of the memory block of the process and all the process attributes. Together they are called context. And for in PCB there is mainly stack, heap, and the text or the code section of the process, and the separate memory for storing global and local variables. And
Okay.
the memory between the stack and heap keeps changing according to the need.
According to the need. Okay. Is it for the is process IDs also stored in the process control block?
Yes, sir. It's come under the process attributes, but it is also stored in the process control block, and together with the memory of the process and the process attribute, it is called as context.
Okay,
Context
now
is
I'm giving you a situation.
okay.
I want to schedule our process using the FCFS CPU scheduling, and
Yes, sir.
all the process comes at the same time. Arrival time of each and every process has the same. In this case, which particular process will be selected first?
We can select them on the basis of their process IDs.
Okay, it means it is a kind of conflicting in nature, and we will resolve this using the process ID.
Yes, sir. Generally,
Okay, okay. Then can you tell me what is the convoy effect in this case?
so convoy effects is one of the problems which many of the scheduling algorithms face. What happens in convoy effect is that the uh, in convoy effect, one process is in the ready state and it is waiting for its execution. But what happens is a process with higher priority comes into the ready state, and the later the process which came earlier keeps waiting.
Okay, I think little bit you are getting confused in convoy effect and priority
Yes, yes,
inversion.
sir.
Yes, yes, I get it. Tell me, what is Peterson's solution?
Sir, I don't know about that. My synchronization part is still not clear. I'm not studied it well.
Yeah. Okay, so come upon to the deadlock. So can you tell me some of the deadlock handling method?
So Banker's algorithm is one of the method, and
Talking about the banker's algorithm, is it a deadlock detection and deadlock or deadlock prevention? Is it a deadlock avoidance or deadlock prevention? Banker's algorithm.
no, sir, I don't know about that.
Okay. So come upon to the next module, which is, can you tell me anything about paging?
Yes, sir. And paging, what we do, like we in paging we need to do paging to avoid external fragmentation first.
Yeah.
But paging also causes internal fragmentation. I will explain it later. In paging, what we do, like if we have separate holes in the memory which are not contagious, of course, then we divide the RAM in frames and the process block in pages, and we try to keep frame size equal to the page size, and then we put the uh, pages of the process into frames, and we maintain a table that which page is placed in which frame. So when the CPU generates the logical address, it is the CPU is able to uh, it- uh, iterate over the process contiguously using that page table. The page table is also stored in the RAM, and if the page table size exceeds the frame size, then a separate paging is done for that page table also. And
Okay,
paging
okay,
sometimes
okay,
also gives.
Suresh. Okay, Suresh, end today's your interview. So I will provide you a link for today's attendance. You can turn off your video.
Okay, sir.
I will provide you a link for today's attendance. After completion of that, you can leave the class also.
Yes, sir.
Give me just a moment. Okay, Swesh, I have provided you link for today's attendance. Kindly fill it up.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, Abdul Khalik Raza, turn on your video camera. Yeah,
Can you hear me, sir?
very good morning.
Can you hear
So,
me, sir?
Abdul, yes, Abdul, introduce yourself first of all.
My name is Abdul Khalid Raza from Computer Science and Engineering branch. My roll number is 19CS32 and registration number is 19105109015.
Okay, Abdul, can you tell me anything about the two terms, hit and miss?
Hit and miss.
Yes, hit and miss.
I don't know about it. Sorry.
Have you heard about the term page allocation policies? Various page allocation policies like the FIFO, LIFO, LRU, optimal.
So actually, my paging is not completed yet. Sorry.
Okay, okay. So come upon to the next topic, which is can you tell me anything about uh, classical problem of synchronization and specifically in that reader-writer problem?
Reader writer problem.
Yes, reader and writer problem.
So there is a problem called race condition in which a program, two programs read and write at the same time, and it depends on their execution time. And that's the one problem called race condition. Am I right, sir?
Uh, Not exactly. So tell me about the. Can you tell me anything about what are the meaning of dual mode working related with operating system?
So basically, operating system works on two modes, kernel and user mode. Kernel is I only know about these two modes, kernel mode and user mode of operating system.
Okay, tell me in which mode it is possible to have the interrupt. We can have the facility of interrupt in which mode? Either it is in user mode or kernel mode.
User mode. So,
User mode. Okay. Tell me uh, about monolithic kernel.
monolithic kernel. Actually, I don't know about it. So,
Okay. So can you tell me what is client server architecture?
so
Okay, Abdul, I want to tell you that थोड़ा study कीजिए, ठीक है? Um, and neither in the module 1 you are very confident, neither in module 5 you are very confident. Related with module 3 you also didn't responded well. So do some deep study. So I am
yes, sir.
providing you link for today's attendance. Kindly fill it up. Your Viva is over. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Neeraj, switch on your video camera.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, yeah, Neeraj, introduce yourself first of all.
My name is Neeraj Kumar. I'm from Nalanda College of Engineering, Chandi. My roll number is 90CS01. My registration number is 191051090016.
Okay, Neeraj, first question for you is what is system call?
So system call is a call which is called by operating system.
Can you name some of the system calls?
Fork function, FORK, fork function.
Does fork take any types of attributes?
Fork. Yeah, fork. If we talk about the fork function, then it create a child process. It create a child process which contain its program, same entity which is in parent process in parent.
Okay. Now tell me what is ISR? What is ISR?
ISR. Can you please in full form say? Yes, sir.
Yes. I just want to know that it is interrupt service routine. ISR means interrupt service routine.
So, sir, interrupt. So if you talk about the interrupt, then if you simply run the program, then interrupt occurs, then
What are
system
the various
automatic.
causes of interrupt? Can you name some of the causes for the interrupt
If
or
you talk about
types of
simple
interrupt?
Yeah, if we talk about a simple example of interrupt, then we can say that if we run the program simple addition program, then we can see that if you use a scanf function, then to input the variables, then we can seen that the output screen is steady in steady state. So when we enter the input, then after that it is execute the program. If you talk about a simple example of interrupt, then it is that.
Okay, tell me anything related with problems related with scheduling. If I am using SRTF as a CPU scheduling, then what are the various problems it can happen in the system?
In SRTF, sir, firstly, scheduling happens on shortest remaining time, according to the shortest remaining time.
Yeah.
Um, so
What are the
can you repeat?
problems we can have if we will use SRTF?
I don't know, sir. Actually, I forgot, sir.
Okay. Neeraj, tell me anything related with uh, deadlock detection and recovery.
Deadlock detection. So if you talk about a deadlock detection, sir, if resources have a single instance, sir,
Yeah.
or if there are multiple instances of multiple instances of resources, then we can say that the detection.
How we
If
can
resources have,
detect that?
sir, if resource have single instance, sir, and other situation is that if resource have multiple instance of resources, if there are multiple instance of resources, or if resource have a single instance, these two conditions we can detect
This is
the
the two situation for the resources can have multiple instance, but my main question is how you can detect in that the single instance, how we can detect that there is a deadlock. In multi instance, how we can detect that there is a deadlock. Is there any mechanism? Okay, Neeraj,
sir,
I am
if we talk
providing you
about
link.
if I talk about recovery, then we can simply delete all the deadlock which occurs in the program.
Okay, Neeraj, I am providing you link for today's attendance. Kindly fill it up, and today's Viva is over for you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Ayush, turn on your video camera. Ayush Bharti.
Yes, sir. 1 minute.
Okay, Ayush. First of all, introduce yourself.
Sir, my name is Ayush Bharti, and I'm currently pursuing BTech in CSC and I'm in fourth semester. My registration number is 19105109017.
Okay. Ayush, tell me if I am using a system call known as CHDIR.
CSTIR, yes, sir.
CHDIR. Then what this system call will work? What is the function of this system call? Can you describe it?
Sir, it will actually provide portable way of using. It will actually, I mean, it is actually OS dependent function. Sir, 1 minute, 1 minute. Yes, sir. It is actually it will actually provide a portable way of using operating system, and OS CHDR method is actually mainly used in Python, I guess, sir. I'm not sure. Python, and it's described the directly to a directory to a specified path.
Okay, directory to specify path or change the directory itself.
No, sir.
Okay, Ayush, moving to the next question.
Sir.
Can you tell me what is the difference between process and program?
Process and program. So process. Process. So process is like if we are executing any process contains process contains set of instructions which is designed to complete a specific task, and program is like entity which resides in the secondary memory of the operating system.
Okay, Ayush. Next, what are the various states of a process we have?
So states of process like sir, termination like that.
Yes, yes, sir. We have
Yes,
some.
yes. So new, then ready, then new, ready, running, suspended, and terminated.
Okay, I'm asking you a particular situation. Can we have a situation in which we move from ready to running state? Then which particular scheduler will work for this to happen?
Sir, again, question, please.
I want to move a process from ready state to the running state. For this work, which scheduler we have to use, or operating system will use which scheduler?
System process scheduler.
There is no such kind of process scheduler. Okay, now come upon to the. Can you tell me what are the possible values for the binary semaphore?
0 and 1, sir.
0 and 1. If the value of binary semaphore is 0, what it means?
Sir, what?
If the value of binary semaphore is 0, then what is the meaning of that?
0 binary semaphore actually zero value semaphore number is actually positive. Yes, sir.
Yes, come again.
Zero value actually represents that the number is actually positive.
Okay, okay, Ayush, I'm providing you link for today's attendance. Kindly fill it up, and after filling off that, you can leave the class also. Your Viva is end. Ashwarya.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Very good morning. Ashwarya, introduce yourself.
Good morning. A very good morning, sir. Myself, Ashwarya. I'm currently pursuing my second year of engineering at Nalanda College of Engineering, and I am in second
Ashwarya,
year.
turn on your video camera.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Introduce yourself, Ashwarya.
So myself, Ashwarya, and I am pursuing computer science and engineering from Nalanda College of Engineering.
Okay, what are your credentials like? What is your university roll number, Ashwarya?
So my roll number is 19CS05 and my registration number is 19105109001.
So let's start today's Viva. So first of all, Ashwarya, tell me which is most important for an operating system? Is it the user-friendly behavior or is it the efficiency?
So efficiency is more important.
Okay. Next question is, tell me, is it possible to move a process from a running state to the new state?
So from running state, yes, sir, it is possible for a process to move from the running state to the new state. For example, if a process is in the running state and a process of higher.
For answering this particular question, you have to think about the process state diagram. Is it any transition from I'm asking again, from running state to the new state.
So running state to the new state.
Yeah.
No, so a process moves only from the running state to the ready state, not to the new state.
Yeah, now I think you are right, but little bit correction there is a needed. From ready state, it can move to the ready state, running state to the ready state. From running, it can go to the waiting state, and from running, it can also go to the exit state. Three possible movement from the this a process which is in the running state. Now come upon to the next question, Aishwarya. Uh, Tell me anything about PCB.
So,
PCB.
so PCB stands for process control block,
Very
and
good.
whenever a process which is in the running state moves to the waiting state, then all its data are saved in the PCB, such that if it again enters the running state, then its data is further utilized, so that we don't have to waste our time in starting the process again and again.
There is one attribute in the PCB which is known as PC. What it
PC.
signifies?
Sorry, sir.
Program counter. It stores the address of next instruction to be executed. Now come upon to the next question. Tell me, what is deadlock?
So, 1 second, sir. So, whenever two or more processes are waiting for something to happen, but that doesn't happen, then this situation is known as deadlock, and those two processes are said to be in the deadlock state.
Now, I'm giving you a situation where there is no cyclic wait. Okay, there is no cyclic wait. Then is it possible to have a deadlock in this situation?
No, sir.
Okay. So by which deadlock handling method you can tell that there will be no deadlock if we does not have the cyclic waiting? You have to just give me the name of deadlock handling method.
Sorry, sir.
Deadlock prevention it is to break the deadlock cycle. If we are breaking one of the necessary condition, then it is a okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Aishwarya, I am providing you link for today's attendance. Kindly fill it up and your Viva is over. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, next person is Pawan Kumar. Pawan Kumar Pankaj. He is not here. Okay, Priyanshu Kumari, are you there? Priyanshu Kumari, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Turn on your video camera.
Good morning, sir.
Very good morning. Okay, Priyanshu, introduce yourself first of all.
Myself, Priyanshu Kumar, sir, from Nalanda College of Engineering. My roll number is 19CS45 and university roll number is 19105109020.
Okay. So, Priyanshu, tell me about external fragmentation.
What, sir?
I'm asking you to tell me anything related with external fragmentation.
Sorry, sir.
Okay. Now tell me, what is ostrich algorithm? Ostrich algorithm.
What, sir?
Have you studied about ostrich algorithm in deadlock?
Sir, I have studied, but I didn't revise.
Okay. Now come upon to have the next module. Tell me anything about semaphore.
Yes, sir.
Semaphore.
Semaphore is a variable.
What are the various kinds of semaphore in our system?
There are two kinds of semaphore.
Can you name it? Can you name those semaphore? Yes, Pranshu, name the semaphore.
Yes, sir. One is the binary semaphore and second is the counting semaphore.
Okay. Now tell me, if I have the value of counting semaphore as -5, then what it signifies?
Wait, what's that?
If I have the value of counting semaphore -5, then what it signifies?
It signifies in the waiting queue. It signifies in the waiting queue.
Waiting queue. What will be the length of the waiting queue in this sense?
Any negative value of counting semaphore is.
What will the length of waiting queue in this if we will have -5 value for the counting semaphore? Okay, Priyanshu, do some deep study. Okay, I'm providing you link for today's attendance. Kindly fill it up. Your Viva is over. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Tarun. Rishikesh is absent. Pavan Kumar is also absent. Rishikesh is also didn't turn up in the schedule time. Rishikesh timing is 11:45. Okay. Okay, Tarun, are you there? Tarun, are you there? Tarun, are you there? Tarun Kashyap. The students are not turning up for the Viva.
हेलो
आपका वॉइस बहुत ब्रेक हो रहा है पंकज जी।
सर, एक्चुअली कॉलेज में हूँ सर, कॉलेज आ गया हूँ, करता देखता हूँ सर कर रहा है।
अच्छा कोई बात नहीं उतना ये
तो बच्चा मैक्सिमम को हो गया सर, वो कि डन हो गया सारा का वाइवा।
कल 24 लोग का शेड्यूल था, जिसमें आई थिंक 2 लोग एब्सेंट थे और 2-3 लोग का इश्यू था नेटवर्क से रिलेटेड। बाकी लोग का तो हो गया था। और आज 24 लोग का और है, तो उसमें से अभी तक 6 लोग अभी तक आए हैं, ठीक है। बाकी 2 लोग अभी एब्सेंट हैं। ऋषिकेश का टर्न अभी, और ऋषिकेश
ऋषिकेश
भी
का तो कल
नहीं
ही
आया
हो
अभी
गया था
तक।
सर, ऋषिकेश का तो कल ही हो गया था, इशू था कल।
ऋषिकेश का नहीं हुआ था अभी तक।
ओ, कल प्रेजेंट हुआ था, लगता है इशू वगैरह होगा उसका कल।
ओके।
कल के बाद से तो ड्यूटी आना है सर। हेलो।
हाँ वो तो शेड्यूल नोटिस कुछ निकलेगा ना, या तो मे भी देखते हैं।
हाँ, कल से अब रेगुलर हो गया, 100% आना है।
अच्छा
लेटर निकल जाएगा सर, वो उसका निकल गया, होम विभाग का, गृह मंत्रालय वाला निकाल दिया है कि आपको कार्यालय आप खुलेगी, अब रेगुलरली खुलेगी वे वाला। लेकिन बाहरी आगंतुक का अभी भी प्रवेश वर्जित है, ठीक है ना सर। तो बाहरी
हाँ।
आगंतुक नहीं आ सकता, मतलब स्टूडेंट को अभी भी अलाउ नहीं किया है।
तो कल तो कुछ स्टूडेंट लोग भी आ रहे थे, पता नहीं सुनील जी।
स्टूडेंट तो सर देखिए आ ही रहे हैं, आज भी देखिए कि सीएससी का 5-6 लड़का आया है।
हाँ।
तो वो सब आ रहा है, लेकिन वर्जित है, थोड़ा नहीं आना चाहिए था, कुछ इशू जरूरी होगा तो आ रहा होगा।
हाँ मे भी।
इसमें
अब ये
मेरिट फिर से बनाया सर, इसमें ये वाला +2 वाला मेरिट लिस्ट बनाया है सला, हो गया मेरा उसमें,
नहीं
मेरिट बन गया मेरे से।
चलिए कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन। तो ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं कि नहीं?
पता नहीं सर, बेचारा सुनील जी का नहीं हुआ, ये हमको थोड़ा अफसोस लग रहा है। दोनों भाई सोचे थे साथ में छोड़ेंगे,
हाँ।
नहीं, उसमें मेरिट में नहीं हो पाया उनका।
अच्छा।
वही थोड़ा लग रहा है कि दोनों एक साथ थे तो अच्छा लग रहा था कि नहीं ठीक है, और अकेले हुए थोड़ा सा।
तब मेरिट कितने लोग का बना है, मेरिट लिस्ट?
अरे जैसा तो कहा था सर, वैसे सबको होना चाहिए था, लेकिन ये क्या कर रहा है कुछ हमको समझ में नहीं आ रहा है। जैसा बोला था कि जितना क्वालिफाइड किए हैं सीट से कम ही लोग क्वालिफाइड किए हैं, ऐसा बोला था, ठीक है। तो फिर बच्चे क्वालिफाइड किए हुए बच्चे छट क्यों रहे हैं, कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है।
अच्छा।